Information contained in this YouTube video and the resources available in the links below is not intended as and shall not be understood or construed as financial advice. We are not attorneys, accountants, or financial advisors, nor are we holding ourselves out to be, and the information contained is not a substitute for financial advice from a professional who is aware of the facts and circumstances of your individual situation. We have done our best to ensure that the information provided on this channel and the resources available are accurate and provide valuable information. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through this show should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information. In short, only blame yourself if you lose money. Thank you.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, Roots, the altcoin champ, back at it again with another video. And this time we're talking about not an altcoin. Even though Roots is the altcoin champ, we're not going to talk about altcoins. We're actually going to talk about, that's right, you see it, Bitcoin. Where could the bottom be? Now, everybody's afraid of what's happening in the outside world, and I can see why they're afraid of it. Talking about the market's going down. Talking about recession is in. Talking about the everything bear market. Just a little too bearish for Roots. Now, Roots has been in multiple bear cycles when it comes to crypto. 3 to be exact. But does this mean Roots is afraid? No. Does this mean crypto is over just because it's crashing so hard and so fast? No. Roots is going to show you the technicals. Now, anything can happen. But let me show you why I think the bottom is near. Let's zoom in here. Now, as you can see, I took off everything. And all I have is 2 moving averages. That means big things for crypto and Bitcoin to be exact. That is the 200-week moving average, which everybody and their mom's talking about, and the 300-week moving average, which nobody's talking about. Roots gave you the 300-week moving average back in December of 2021. If you do not have me on Twitter, where I talk about real things in real times and possibilities, you need to add me on Twitter at IMBRoots. So, the 200-week moving average, let's do a little lesson. Through the history of the 200-week moving average, when Bitcoin went to 20,000, boom, it bounced right off of it. But then it went through it for this bear cycle. So, what does that mean? That may mean that the 300-week moving average is the new one to go to. But wait, the 200-week moving average has been played off before. Look at that. So, back when Bitcoin, my first bear market, the 200-week moving average, it bounced off of it hard. So not only hit it once before, which is the bear market what a lot of people have dealt with, but it happened twice back in 2015. So it looks to me that the 200-week moving average, let's go here, 1, 2, you can count that as 3, but I'll count that as 2 because it's the same cycle. Pierce through it to the 300-week moving average. So, the 300-week moving average has been touched 1 time. The 200 is no longer the big one that everyone talked about. It's weak now. So expect it to go through it, because it has already. So I believe that it will again. Now, let's look at the 300 week. We did not touch it. So I think that what happened is that because the 200 week moving average hit twice and went into a new bull market, B Roots, the altcoin champ, believes that the 300 week moving average is literally the savior. I think that the 300 week moving average will be the one to go after, because on its third try, I think it'll bounce to all new all-time highs. But let's be for real. What happens if the 300 week does not hold? Well, I'm going to teach you how to do an indicator. MA, let's go moving average. Let's put 400 and let's see where the 400 moving average is at. Sitting at 12,565. So, could we bounce off the 300 week moving average, go up to probably, let's say, anywhere from 28 to 25, come back down and bounce off of this number right here of the 400 week moving average for the first time? Very possible. Very, very possible. So B Roots says, and this is what B Roots is going to do, not financial advice. A lot of his outside cash is going in at the 300 week moving average. As you can see, that number currently is sitting at 16,651. But for whatever reason, we decide to go through that and not create new all-time highs, B Roots will have buy orders. Currently sitting at 12,379. Everyone's thinking about 10,000, 9,500. No. Every week that passes, these averages go up. Unless we go below them. So keep in mind, I do not think this is the absolute worst case scenario, is that it gets down to the 400 week moving average. Guys, believe it. 400 weeks average price of Bitcoin is at 12,500. The 300 week average price of Bitcoin is at 16,600. Stop listening to all the crap that you're hearing. We are almost there. It's one of the two, in my opinion. Based on the history of Bitcoin and its 12 years of price action, it's literally telling you we're almost there. Because we just went up from the hitting the 300 week moving average. And if that gives out, which B Roots doesn't think it will, but if it does, you have a guide on the 400 week moving average. And that's how B Roots is playing this. These three are the most important things in trying to figure out where the bottom is. B Roots doesn't listen to the news. B Roots doesn't buy into the FUD. B Roots looks at the TA and the facts, and the fact says most likely the 300 week moving average bounces us hard and most likely up to new all-time highs. But if there's some news event that comes out that's just crazy and everyone drops their mouth and everyone thinks it is over, there's no more crypto for the rest of our lives, it's all over. Beavers goes all in on the 400-week moving average. What will that price be when it hits? Or what will this price be when it hits? We don't know. Because every week that passes, that number goes up. So best believe every week on Monday, B Roots will figure out what that number is. Make sure you add me on Twitter. Follow along, because this is a video to tell you what's potential. B Roots on Twitter. It's live in real action, real timing. So please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button for new videos that comes out weekly. And don't forget, add me on Twitter at IamBRoots. Hoorah!